the same thing online. Anyway, so we're back with Spyro. With Spyro, turn down the volume a bit. And then we're gonna hear this extremely loud voice of Tom Kenny's.
Some bear sold us a laser defense system to protect us from Rhinox. But with these flippers, I can't even turn it on. You'd have no trouble using it, though. Just walk inside.
Would I really not have trouble, though?
Press the triangle button.
Hey, who built all these structures? You guys can't do anything with your flippers, so, like, did you just move on to existing land?
Let's see here. Okay, so sometimes it's... I don't know. Anyway. Did you just do that?
This is what I miss from the Reignited trilogy. I love the sound that they make when you do that to them. I don't know if they thought that it would be too violent on the Reignited trilogy or what, but I miss that. It was just, I love them.
So you will be doing the boxing challenge in this. There's yeah. You know, this game is just so much better. I mean, didn't you say so?
Yeah, the boxing challenge is not that hard in the Reignited trilogy.
Well, yeah, they made it easier there. And then,
to be honest, I don't even know how I win it. I just kind of do.
How do I defeat this without my flame?
I can't guarantee I'll win it this time.
But you know, I'm saving like the terrible challenges that prove that this one's not better than Spyro 2 for you. So you know, anyway. Wait, let's see.
Eustace and I were having a snowball.
Eustace
and I. Wait, aren't you the other guy? No, I don't even know what you're talking about.
I don't know. Tom Kenny's ASMR voice right there, I guess you could say.
That'd be weird. Tom Kenny ASMR. Probably more like SpongeBob ASMR.
Yeah. Something like that. Something along those laughing lines. I don't even think the audience can really hear me.
You have like... Or, I don't know why I think about SpongeBob ASMR. You just have, you know, Mr. Krabs walking. Squidward.
One of the Rhinox on him.
Just Squidward walking.
So I remember...
First I take my hand.
And I
do this. I can't. I don't even know how to do that anymore.
Do you remember what happens when you walk up to the snowman without burning it?
Oh yeah. Shaking dragon syndrome.
Is that sound effect?
It tries to give you shaken dragon syndrome.
Ow!
I like a little mechanic. Melt things.
Yeah. Yeah, see, this level is fine otherwise, but when you get to the boxing challenge, it's just, no. No. I like how you can freeze these guys, and I like how they're probably like, hey, why don't you do that in case you killed the enemy before you got up here? What a hilarious time. Yo! Oh wait, that's the cheaper cartoon logic of what am I trying to say here? The cheap cartoon logic, the cartoons with a cheap animation where they're not even hurt, but they go yow.
Wow! Ah!
There's some treasure up there.
I don't know why, but I feel really cold.
Like, why is it these random bird creatures that have, why is it these random bird creatures that have, those deep voices, like deep ASMR voices?
It happens.
Well, yeah, I mean, I know there's birds that like to speak really deeply into a mic, but I like to freeze those things when their trunks are like really, when their trunks are like really big or really up in the air and stuff. Let's see here. Oh, I couldn't do it that time. Whoa! All right, now we're gonna kill this thing. And we're gonna hear the sound. No. Well, wait, your part's coming up.
Yo!
Alright.
I need to play Horizon Forbidden West here soon.
It came out recently.
Yeah, it came out very recently.
It came out recently too.
It says of this recording.
57, 56. That's the sexy numbers. I don't know. By the way, here you go.
I could just say no.
You could, but we wouldn't get anywhere.
He appears to be having some trouble with the Yeti.
Trouble with a Yeti.
That dumb Yeti.
Took my ball. I hate this challenge. Pretty much, like, I want to say like 99% of Spyro 3 players that hate this challenge. The 1% that like probably like it are, I mean, they're probably in jail for being serial killers, you know. I just like that Oni plays, right? It's just like how they refer to people who play with inverted controls. This is like, I figure if you want inverted controls, you're a serial killer. You can go in the freaking menus and change them.
Wait, what happened to Bentley Auto low blocks?
Was he hitting you with a...
Well, I was blocking you, he was hitting below that.
You lost? Well, instead of me trying to deal with him, I'm gonna have you and then
How
yell
about
at you.
while he's fighting, he goes and gets the ball?
Yeah, no. We're not gonna think of that logic in here. It's Spyro 3. See, like, I know people complain about the multiple playable characters, and I don't think it's necessarily because there's multiple playable characters. I just think that, like, some of them are kind of underutilized. You know? I like how they just use sound effects from, like, the previous... This may end up being most of the stream, or most of the recording, ladies and gentlemen. Gosh, I hope nothing goes wrong with this, though, because... Well, not that we'd be doing it again, I'm just saying that, like, you know, when you can see how horrible it is, in case there's some of you that are like, it's not that bad. Huh.
He blocks a whole lot more than he does in the
Reignited Trilogy. Yeah. It's just, why couldn't they get a lot of other things right in the Reignited Trilogy? Well, okay, it's because it was kind of rushed. But also, like, I get that they lost the source code or they didn't have the source code for the original, but I feel like they still could have done a better job and not have randomly realistic physics in some areas, you know? Like when it comes to swimming and flying, it's like, oh, we gotta randomly have that be realistic and make it worse. You know? I know there's a method to this that EXO pointed out. Something about if you get them in the corner or something, it kind of... Oh...
It's just hard to get a good hit on him because he's always blocking.
Yeah. I have this cutout mustache thing from this food that, I mean, they had it to where you could cut out the mustache. Of this, like, forgot what it's called. Well, you remember there's a second part of this challenge? See, like, he blocks automatically also whenever you, you know, whenever he does that, like, that's something that Bentley does as well. Hey, it could be like the boxing minigame in Ape Escape.
That was difficult.
It also looked really weird in the Ape Escape.
I don't remember how we used to actually be pretty good at that boxing mini games. I think you or I beat that once.
Yeah, didn't we? I was thinking we unlocked Spectre or something.
Do what?
I think we unlocked Spectre, and that you can unlock Spectre if you're good enough in the boxing minigame in Ape Escape. Spoilers, by the way, but you're here for Spyro, not Ape Escape. I mean, when he's like that, that's what, okay. Yeah, he does block way too much. Now the skill point here is you beat him before the third round, which is a whole lot harder than it needs to be. Even in the Reignite trilogy, it's still a little difficult, but not nearly as hard as it is here. But again, this game was rushed to be, in terms of, like, even this version was rushed to, like, those are sound effects you've heard throughout the Spyro series. They just reused them here. Also, what about how that's the Yeti that got crushed in the second game? Nope. When he's, you know, let's say... Oh. Hey.
I forgot this one actually had rounds.
Yeah. Only 2 left to get my ball that I'm too lazy to get. I like how they kind of emphasize like his Gen Z-ness and well, okay, Millennial Gen Z is in like the Reignite trilogy because they just have him randomly texting and stuff. But, of course, we're all gonna act like, oh, we're above that. No, we're not. We all use those phones these days. I mean, that's not just a Millennial Gen Z thing. That's like, well, it's mostly them, but, you know, still. Like, the people, Millennials and Gen Zers who say, like, oh, I don't do that, you know, majority of the time they are like that, you know. They don't act exactly like that.
Okay, boomers are not willing to admit that they can't have anyone over without a TV turned on.
I mean, admittedly, when there's awkward silence and there's a TV on, at least there's something to pay attention to.
Conversation. Like, I don't turn the TV on when I got people over unless everybody's wanting to watch.
Well, I mean, I don't. But the big game. This is one thing I hate about, like, all kinds of challenges like this. It's like, yeah, this only lasts, what, about a minute per round? But, like, you know, it's like 3 minutes here, and if you lose, you gotta do all that over. At least you just have to do the first round, you know, over, but like, still, that is so many rounds gone because, oh, we decided to do this and thought it was a good idea.
Come on!
Yeah, there's something about that. You can just, like, keep hitting triangle on him and like, he's infinitely...
Oh.
Alright. Thank you.
Hey, this isn't my fault. It's just another stupid egg.
Why don't you just go find your ball and shove it right up here?
Why don't you go soak your head? Bartholomew, go soak your head.
Why don't you eat a poison apple at Halloween?
Yeah, eat one of those apples the boomers used to warn us about that had all the shards and poison in them.
Well, the poison just adds personality. I don't know. Oh. Alright, here we go. But yeah, that boxing minigame was one of the big reasons why we're not going to try to go for all the skill points. Let's see, up here we go. That's like how when it comes to elephants, it's referred to them as trumpeting or something like that, or sometimes if you read subtitles of the show or something that has an elephant making noise, it says trumpeting, or you know, elephant trumpets.
Thanks for helping out, Spyro.
You got some party lips there, more. Alright. Anyway, now I'm gonna go get the rest of the treasure and stuff.
I think I would make a few people mad on Facebook for fun.
Oh, okay.
Let the hate flow. Somebody was trying to say that, you know, COVID-19 transmission in our county is high, which is weird because I've not known anybody with a case of it in well over a month now. And you know,
Oh yeah.
people were just agreeing with him, and I was like, sure, it's a good thing I don't really grab what the CDC says. I didn't want to mask it wasn't mandatory because masks don't help prevent the spread. So I'm just letting the hate flow a little bit.
Well, it may happen on here too if the right people watch it.
Huh?
So it may happen on here too if the right people watch it.
That's fine.
That's fine. It's not my channel. Oh.
Y'all hate me because I'm right.
Yeah, but once that dies down, they'll complain about something else if they haven't already. Oh shoot. That's what I was afraid of.
I don't think you can get there that way.
No.
I'm pretty sure there's somewhere else you gotta go.
Jerome! Oh.
See, I wonder. I even replied to the laugh reaction to that
Yeah.
post. And I'm hoping that since it's like, you know, our local community group, that, you know, we'll have someone who's a Karen enough to get mad about it. Because that would be really funny.
Yeah.
Though it is funny, we say Karen as a term, and it's a useful term. But all the Karens that I know aren't Karens in that regard.
Yeah.
I like all the Karens that I know.
I hate to spoil the game for you, Spyro.
So it's kind of awkward when they use the terms and doesn't like, but they're not that way.
Yeah. Let's see.
I challenged a Rhinoc to a traditional game of cat hockey, but I think I sprained my flipper during training. Would you mind taking my place? Great.
This one's a weird challenge. Freeze cats. You know?
Yeah. I mean,
That's just...
the late 90s for video games, I mean, really the entirety of the 90s, and even parts of the 80s, some of the video game ideas were just absolute bonkers.
Yeah, and I was about to point out the fact that this came out in 2000, but this was probably being developed in 1999 at least.
Yeah.
Apparently, no, no. I mean, like, this, I will admit that this hockey section is a lot easier than the hockey, where you actually play hockey in the, in 2. That's partially because there's multiple, I guess you could say pucks, and I was just like, I want to...
Well done. I think you deserve to keep the chip.
Ba-ah. See, in the, when they did ba-ah like that, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think in the Reignited trilogy, they didn't have him being dressed up as a sheep. And I shall pause it real quick because I need to make a reply. Let's see.
You can hear in the recording, our dog is sleeping and twitching. Oh, excuse me.
I don't know. Anyway, now we're back. Well, okay, I don't... There's nothing really there to, hold on just a moment. I wanna pay attention to this moment right here. Don't you hate when your cat kind of glitches through the... When your cat just kind of glitches through the wall? Well, yeah. Hold on just a moment. Alright, so anyway, yeah, Spyro was... I know, Spyro, you were looking at me because I was texting and not playing. Oh, a cutscene, an apology, and lunch. Yeah, I'd ship them.
Hello, I thought you might be hungry.
Thanks. Did you bring any chips?
I'm sorry this happened, but I tried to warn you.
And it was at that moment she's like, I want to freaking go
You
out
just
with
don't
that tiger.
understand. If we don't
Right.
bring
Cheated,
dragons
but
back to
okay.
this world soon, all our magic will be lost.
The
I'm going
dragons
to call
used
him a
to live
tiger
here?
anyway.
Yes.
Call them different types of feline names.
But a long, long time ago, the sorceress banished them to the other side of the world.
Yeah, this
She
is
didn't
Hunter, the
realize
house
the
cat.
dragons were the source of all
Okay,
our
he's a
magic.
lynx.
Maybe I could convince the dragons to come back. If you let me.
Oh, no, that's right. He's a lion.
I'm sorry, I can't.
I mean, the MGM logo, I mean, he's not there.
That'd be really funny if they'd had like some little blooper reel and it was Hunter talking about his prior job, his jobs prior to Spyro,
Yeah.
or like make one where it's his jobs after Spyro, and it's like I took a job trying to be the new MGM cat or something.
Yeah.
That's, you know, something went wrong in this part.
Yeah.